Welcome to Daniel, Verse by Verse, a daily devotional. Daniel's wise suggestion. Daniel 1:12. Please test your servants for 10 days. Let them give us vegetables to eat and water to drink. During the 1949 Man Gulch fire in Montana's Helena National Forest, four men, Wagner Dodge was one of the 15 smoke jumpers fleeing up a steep slope to escape the flames. Suddenly, Dodge began throwing lighted matches into the grass around him. He motioned his men towards his newly lighted fire, but they ignored him and continued to flee uphill. Dodge soaked his handkerchief in water, covered his face, and hunkered down in the middle of the now charred patch of grass. Seconds later, the fire overtook him, but he was saved by his fire break. Tragically, 12 of his crew perished while trying to outrun the flames. Daniel and his three friends at this point didn't face a literal fire, yet the temptation that confronted them could have been just as destructive. Would they swerve from their allegiance to God by eating the king's meat and drinking his wine? No, they had purposed that they would not defile themselves. The young man's determination to honor God prompted Daniel to make a wise suggestion. Rather than demanding their religious conviction be respected, he suggested a plan that would elevate the concerns of the chief of the eunuchs, a 10-day trial on vegetables and water. At the end of the test, the steward could decide what to do based on the evidence. It was a suggestion that honored the steward's authority and allowed him to retain his dignity. Dodge lived through the wildfire by ingeniously devising an alternative plan to outrunning the flames. Daniel and his friends succeeded in Babylon because with them the fear of the Lord was the beginning of wisdom, and a knowledge of the Holy One was understanding. Proverbs 9:10. Daniel's wise alternative, a third option instead of disobeying the king or compromising one's convictions, was a win-win. The steward's safety would not be jeopardized, and the Hebrew's conviction would not be compromised. It was also a win for God, whose superior principles were exhibited to a pagan nation.